Good morning, St. Augustine. Oh, it feels good to say that.
Aww.
That's nice. Welcome into the St. Johns County Show that's on in the morning. Glad you could join us here today. We've got a lot to do today. A lot happened while I was gone.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you guys should know you delivered the news while I was gone.
I feel like we covered it, so I feel like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm still in my New York attire.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a bulletproof vest.
You're the one that told him to wear black.
No, you really?
That's right.
Took it to heart.
That's right.
I saw a couple of pictures with you in a red shirt. I'm like, didn't listen to me
Well,
once again.
I gotta tell you. We'll talk about my experience dressing there.
Okay.
I had a problem.
Oh, dude.
I had a problem. At my most important meeting, I had a huge...
You had a wardrobe malfunction?
Huge wardrobe malfunction that I didn't realize until halfway through the meeting.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was bad.
Florida man meeting.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Blame it on Florida man.
Jeez. I mean, luckily I can. I should have just told them, oh, that's how we all dress in Florida.
You
That's just
could
what
have.
we do.
You could have pulled off the aesthetic. It's New York, so I'm
You're
just
welcome.
saying, yeah.
Eh.
It's an artistic choice.
Yeah, just own it. You're welcome.
Yeah, well, I welcomed them to a little too much.
Oh.
So,
Even better.
Can you be too much in New York? I don't think so, yeah.
yeah.
Derelict
Yeah.
from Zoolander.
So I will recap that with you guys. It was a very interesting trip. It was a great trip.
Good.
Very interesting.
Mm.
We have got an unfortunate update on missing child here in St. Johns County. We've also got a pedophile who was busted, could be facing 10 years in prison.
What?
That's a good thing.
How come you come back and we get stories like this?
Yeah, well,
These are heavy.
these are, I know, they are.
All right.
We've got a person who claims a JetBlue experience gave them cancer.
Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but like, here we go.
Hey, we're,
Yeah.
we're flying JetBlue tomorrow.
Yeah. This is great. Try the baklava.
We've got a study that says Jacksonville's a great place to open a business.
What, Highlights Magazine said this?
Yeah, I'll tell you what study not to take seriously ever.
That came from Donna Deegan's office.
Yeah, right. I approve this message. Yeah.
Then we will talk about hurricane prep.
Oh, yeah. You have a lot of explaining to do on that, too.
Do I?
Yeah, well, there was a press release that came out while you were gone, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of questions, I hate to tell you.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
All right.
Why'd you say it like that?
Well, I just want him to be prepared to, like, you know, there's a lot of questions out there. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm the man with the answers.
All
I've got
right.
the answers.
We're talking like this. Sir.
Yeah.
Talking like this. Like they can't hear us out there.
It was called an
Hey
aside.
guys, talk very quietly, but make sure you talk into the microphone.
It's an aside.
Which one are you talking?
What?
All right. We'll start by telling you about Bozard Ford Lincoln. Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership since 1949. They are a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine. They're focused on the principles of honesty, integrity, and community service. And that family tradition continues to thrive through generations. Very impressive. Their state-of-the-art facility features 91 climate-controlled bays, a quick lane for no appointment needed maintenance. Plus, you can enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage. They are the proud recipients of the prestigious Triple Crown Award and named Florida's Dealer of the Year by DealerRater. Their team is dedicated to providing an enjoyable and efficient experience. They offer the best in pricing, selection, and service just off 95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire. And the Florida Man Games, go to thefloridamangames.com, see what is new. We've got prepping for a very big announcement after this trip,
Okay.
which is very, very exciting. Really sealed the deal on a couple of very exciting things that I cannot wait to tell everybody about.
Okay, tell us.
Well, I can't wait to do it, but I have to.
Oh,
I have to wait to tell you about it,
fine.
Okay.
but I don't want to wait to tell you about it.
Sure.
But it's going to be great. It's going to be huge. And, yeah, exciting. Very exciting. TheFloridaManGames.com. Check it out. Also, big shout out to our friends at Fidus Roofing, Great Expectations Realty and Auction, G-Bod Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza, BHF Insurance, Griffin Service, Alace Med Spa, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and BNS Signs. We will talk about very shortly. But first, Troy, Davey, how you guys doing, man?
Hey, happy Wednesday. I almost said Friday because
it does feel like Friday.
We're going to be gone the next 2 days.
That's right.
I literally almost said Friday. So
That's
happy
great.
Wednesday.
Happy hump day. Great.
Davey, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
Good, man. Thank you guys for holding down the fort
Oh, yeah.
while I was gone. Literally, they were out there at the Castillo de San Marcos holding it down, making
Yeah.
sure it didn't go anywhere.
Team would be in.
Holding down. Okay, never mind.
Put some spikes in it. And
Yeah.
duct tape.
Pyrotechnics.
Question of the day.
All right. Question of the day is, what's your favorite body wash?
Ooh, I love this
Oh,
question.
What's
okay.
your favorite body wash?
What am I using now? I'm using an Old Spice variety right now.
Oh, you are? What is there a flavor?
I want to say it's
Or
like
scent or something?
Kraken.
Oh, the Kraken.
Yeah. Yes. Every time I go back to buy body wash, they never have the same one that I bought last time, so I'm always buying different ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to get big jugs so I don't have to, get them often.
Oh, you don't like getting them often?
No, I don't. I like
Okay.
going to Walmart as little as possible.
I think me too. As
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
as possible. Yeah.
Yes.
But if you go to
So-
Target, it's an experience.
Yeah.
It's like the casino. I love it.
My people are more Walmart people.
Well, it's nice.
I don't
to-
always feel comfortable around
well,
Target
that's why you
people.
have the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have a
just
purpose.
For Target. Just for Target.
Talk to
Yeah.
my Target people.
David, what about you?
All right, I got two. I got one
Okay.
that's affordable and one that's a little bit outrageous. I got one that is you can get at Target. It's amazing. It's called Harry's, and the flavor is fig. I almost got that for you guys for Christmas last year, but obviously I went with the gigantic Reese's peanut butter cup. But
That was very good.
it's so good. Harry's fig, can't say enough about it. And then there's the one fancy pants one that I haven't had in years, but it's so good. It's molten brown, but it's black pepper. Oh,
What?
it's so good.
Are we
It's like
describing foods or
No,
body
no, no.
wash
I
here?
thought I asked about
Wow.
body wash.
this is body wash.
Now
They're
we're talking about figs
extraordinary.
and black pepper?
Black pepper body wash. Oh, it's like $35. I
don't want that
know,
anywhere
but
Wow,
it's
geez, man.
so
I do not
good.
want black pepper near my privates.
It's so good though. I'm
Does
telling
that make me a
you.
bad person?
Why? You're afraid people are gonna sneeze?
It can burn.
Does not burn. It
Very
actually
sensitive.
it lifts you up. Black pepper all the way.
Hey, I'm an Aveeno guy.
Okay.
Vino.
I'm an Aveeno guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oatmeal.
Yeah. So I like the Aveeno smoothness.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Aveeno is a good product.
So
Dove is also a really good one too.
Yeah, Dove's got
Yeah.
a good one.
Dove's got a really the
Very
creamy, creamy.
basic.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. I like Dove.
Yeah, you don't want too scenty because that'll dry you out.
Yeah. All right. Good question of the day. Look forward to seeing what everybody's using out there.
yeah, there's some Axe, there's some Doves already out there.
Some of the Axe ones are okay. Axe ones can really pack a punch. I don't know that I want to smell like a teenager all day long.
They're now making deodorant for other body parts, not just your armpits. Have you noticed
Yeah,
that?
that's been a trend. Old
like a
Spice is
thing.
doing that. And a
Yeah.
lot of people are doing that now. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of.
People have smelly kneecaps, I guess, or something.
Kneecap.
That's what it's all about. Yeah, kneecaps.
Well, they're
Who
saying
smells
totally.
a kneecap?
in the different crevices. I don't know.
Like, what's wrong with you guys' generation? Who smells a kneecap?
I don't know, but if you have body odor coming from it, you're obviously you.
What is your nose doing near your kneecap?
It's yoga, man.
Okay.
What the hell?
Kneecaps. That's what we're going with.
I always smell fresh.
All right. It's time for a quick check of the weather, Troy.
Rain.
That quick check of the weather brought to us by Great Expectations Realty and Auction. They can sell your home, your business, and everything in it. Check them out at geauction.com and gerealty.us. We take it back to the boys in the booth for our traffic report.
Welcome back, Pete.
Oh, yep. Yeah, that came close to happening. Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's a traffic cam from New York over the weekend.
Oh, wow, it's Elmo. He was one of those guys in the
that's what
Times
we're talking about
Square.
before the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
I tried to make some money. I tried to pay for that trip along my way by pretending to be Elmo and charging people for me pretending to be Elmo.
The bad.
Oh, that's
elbow.
more Teletubby, yeah.
Oh.
Traffic's moving pretty good out there, though.
Yeah.
Happy with that. It's been flowing well.
So, coming from the big city and
I will
looking...
never complain about traffic here again.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. The airport was 2 miles away. It took an hour to get to the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Thank you guys for the traffic report. That looked beautiful.
Where was Waldo?
That looked what?
He did not come into work today.
Waldo.
He doesn't know.
Oh yeah, the wasp.
Oh, I was briefed on the wasp.
Yes. That's what I told him. The only thing he missed was.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad we found a new wasp.
Yes.
Waldo the wasp. But he didn't show up when I
Well, he had to complete his training.
wasp
finally made it,
and flying in front of a camera.
Yeah.
Okay. Very important. That comes to us from Lace Med Spa. If you are looking like you just got stung by a ton of wasps,
And that is a good thing.
well, you can go to a Lace Med Spa and they can fix it.
Well,
If you're looking for a relaxing and I didn't really know where that was going.
Yeah,
I
me
haven't
neither.
done this in a while, guys.
you're doing great.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a relaxing and rejuvenating experience, you can look no further than Elace Med Spa. It was great talking to the ladies from Elace last week on the afternoon show. Really so much great scientific work they're doing down there at Elace, making people look younger, improving people's confidence. And clearing up things like, there's people even at our age that still struggle with acne, and they can get you on treatment plans that really just, boom, clear that up.
Did you hear that story? Young man
That
had
was
acne
amazing.
covered all over his body, was afraid to go to the beach, didn't want to take his shirt off, sees Allison in there, clears it up within a year. Honestly, it took a lot of processing. Health, diet, everything was into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, was totally grateful and gave him the confidence to be like, yeah, now I'm Joe of the jungle on the beach. He likes it, yeah.
Yeah. Elace Med Spa. Go to elace.com. All right, man. Yeah, so I mentioned New York City. Can I decompress a little bit here with you guys?
Yes, my home turf.
Unload.
Let's go, concrete jungle.
I would love to hear. I can't wait to get Davey's take on some of this stuff. So, yeah, like I said, it was when I checked on the maps when I got to New York, I was like, you know what? I flew into an airport that's only a few miles from the hotel. That's great. It was 2.9 miles from the hotel. And when I looked at the map, it said it would take an hour to still get there, which was confusing to me.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I got into traffic, I realized why. After paying for a very expensive cab to take me 2 miles,
You did cab or you did Uber?
it was a cab. I did a cab from the airport,
Okay,
which was a mistake. Except for we got a really aggressive driver.
good one. That's a good one.
That's what you're looking for, right?
I would pay extra for
in
that.
New York, yeah, right. I was actually thrilled
Right.
that I got a very aggressive driver.
Yeah.
And so immediately we get onto the bridge. Traffic's backed up on the bridge. Driver says, no problem. I'm going to just use the shoulder. I'm going to drive in the shoulder for the entire way on the bridge. So we drove on the shoulder.
Was
Plenty
gonna-
of signs that said, do not drive on the shoulder.
Oh, well.
But took it anyway.
That's a
which is great.
suggestion. Just a
Yeah.
suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was taking fire lanes. He's using all the illegal routes of transportation, which was perfect.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. Shaved 30 minutes off of the time just by driving highly illegally.
You invited him to Florida Man games?
Yeah, right.
You'd be a great contender.
He signed up
Yeah.
for the lawnmower races.
Right?
Yeah,
You
that's
could
right.
win that shit.
No, what I loved about New York is they're so not polite about
Oh,
driving.
I
They're
love
just
it.
like, here we do the waves, we let people in, we do the waves. They don't wait for you to let you in. Honestly, half the time they just roll down their window and point at the guy. They're just like, I'm going there. And you better know it because I'm going whether you like it or not.
love it.
So they just point to where they're going to go. It was great. So he's just rolling down his window and pointing. You stop. I'm going there.
Yep, and you do it.
Great. It's great. Tip the hell out of that
'Cause
guy.
he's not joking when he says it.
Right.
No.
He's like, yeah.
No. He was, and I wasn't even worried because I know these guys know how to drive up there. You know, they know what they're doing. They do this all day long. That's literally their job is to drive.
Did he hand you his card after you got out of the cab and say,
I wish he
call,
would have.
Call me again? Did he do
I
that?
wish he would
Then
have.
he wasn't impressed with you as a passenger. I hate to say it.
Is that
Just,
what
yeah.
it was? Okay.
How much was that
Yeah.
tip, buddy? Yeah.
There was a big protest by the hotel, so we had to get dropped off a little bit before the hotel. Lots of protests, and boy, you know, we see protests here in St. Augustine sometimes, and maybe 30 people show up to these things.
Yeah.
Thousands
Yeah,
and
yeah.
thousands for random protests.
Yeah.
I mean, these were not issues that you and I have heard over the news or anything like that. These were like hyper local issues where thousands of people show up.
Did you see like the big giant rat blow up next to a business? Did you see that on the street at all? That's a thing.
Really?
So like if there's a business being like really super shady or they're dirty or something, like this whole like protest group will blow up this giant rat in front of the entire business and be like, don't go here because of blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
No, I did not see that.
Crazy.
Did not see that.
All right. So you get out of the taxi, then you get in the hotel.
Get to the hotel. The hotel's tiny.
Yeah.
I mean, the hotel, probably legitimately smaller than our studio.
It's like a dollhouse.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, very, very tiny. They
Right.
crammed a lot into a tiny space, but did have a great view of One World Trade
Awesome.
from the hotel room.
That is cool.
Yeah, it was great. Looked right out the window. You could see One World Trade. You could see some of the city, which was really, really nice. We stayed in Chinatown.
Okay.
And Chinatown was not the best neighborhood.
Yeah, but you got some fake Louis belts. Did you get any Gucci?
Oh, we
Did you-
were right across the street from the Porada store.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love a Porada.
Yeah. Porada was
All
very
right.
fancy. Yeah.
Not
yeah.
to be confused with Prada. It is Porada, baby.
That's right. Porada.
That's awesome. That's freaking awesome.
So I went down for lunch immediately to a place called Dudley's,
Okay.
which was a little Australian-American place. They had a great burger.
Fish and chips.
Very solid burger. I got to tell you, the food
Food in New
was
York City's.
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Good.
I was very impressed with all the food I had up there in New York City. Had to stop by Katz Deli, very famous deli out there, I guess. Yeah, legendary deli.
Legendary.
Yeah. Ned gave me the heads up on that. Got to stop by Katz's. Got a cheesesteak out there. It was very good.
Lower East Side. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, man. There's a lot going on in the Lower East Side.
Yeah, I like it. It's a vibe.
We're staying near Central Park this time.
Okay.
So,
yeah. That was pretty far from where I
Yeah,
was.
but the first hotel we stayed in, there was 4 of us, and we stayed in the W, and it was actually smaller than this studio, and we had to change just because we couldn't even get around the 4 of us, and I was like, okay, give me a handicap room, and
Oh, wow.
that way we could move around.
Yeah.
And then like they had it the whole time. It was like I already paid for the upgrade, but they were like, maybe you won't notice.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, you notice. You notice.
You notice immediately in New York. It's they bunch you in there.
Yeah. Very, very tiny place. But
But you're only in the room
right.
a certain amount of
I was
time.
not
to
in the
sleep.
room very much.
To sleep.
It was really, I went there for meetings. You know, I went there to talk to people and meet people and just, you know, it was a business trip for sure. But definitely got in some sightseeing, got to head down to Little Italy. Italy was very nice.
Oh, great food there.
Yeah, really great food. Really great food. My highlight of the trip, I think, was seeing the Ghostbusters firehouse.
I saw, saw your post.
Yeah. Oh, so exciting.
Have you watched the new one yet?
I watched it on the plane back. Yeah, it's
saw it.
terrible.
Good.
It was terrible. No, it was terrible.
You didn't like it? I enjoyed it. I thought it
liked
was
it.
good.
The
Family
plot was
fun.
bad. The story was bad. The characters were bad. It was good to
I
see.
didn't realize Mike Lewis was still here.
Yeah, me neither. Jeez.
It was good to see the original Ghostbusters, though. That was really cool. But the movie was not that good. It just wasn't. I was hoping for more, man. It wasn't funny. It wasn't funny at all.
I liked it.
You don't like Paul Rudd, do you?
He's too nice. He's a little too nice.
That's the key to whether or not you like the movie or not.
Yeah, you really gotta like Paul
you
Rudd.
gotta like
Yeah,
Paul
yeah.
Rudd.
He was just kind of a dopey character.
Yeah, that's who he is.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, you know, I don't know. Yeesh.
Yeah.
So, there was a lot I didn't like about the movie, but it was cool to see the firehouse. And, you know, it's an active firehouse. They still run trucks out of there, and
I didn't realize that.
it's a legit fire department. So, but a lot of the time, you know, they understand where their location is. So they still had the Ghostbusters sign on it and everything on the building, which was really cool. I guess it's been there since the 80s. But they sell trinkets and stuff out of there. Like they sell hats and shirts, and they sell the challenge coins.
Yeah.
So I got a challenge coin out of there to add to my challenge coin collection.
Beautiful.
And yeah, that was really cool to see that. Did a lot of walking, accidentally strolled into a couple of not so great neighborhoods.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was very interesting because I went to a comedy roast battle night one.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
How was that?
It was cool. It was like you walk into this bar and then they send you to the basement. And
Yeah.
then down in the basement, they do kind of this underground comedy show. It was totally unfiltered. un-PC. It was not what I was expecting from New York,
Great.
which was really cool.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it was awesome. So
You literally were in a section of New York where the real artistic culture like is thriving, and it's dirty, it's gritty, it's
Yeah.
unapologetic. That's my vibe down there. Downtown, anything
Yeah.
south of 14th.
yeah. And then didn't get out of there till like midnight, had a sketchy walk back, and
Yeah, yeah, right.
woke up the next morning, and the first thing on the news was that 2 people had been stabbed to death right down the road from me.
Well, they walked into the night.
Florida vest.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah, I totally had this vest then.
See,
Yeah.
safe.
You know, that would, I think, made me more of a target.
Yeah.
If I would have actually walked around in this.
Well, you
No,
put it
if you-
under, you put it under your stuff, and then that way, if they go to stab you, it's like, ah.
If you carried bear spray, I think that's what you'd be more of a target on that.
Oh,
one.
okay. All right. Well, yeah, didn't have any of that stuff. It was fine. If you don't mess with people, they don't really mess with you.
Mhm.
Just don't walk like a victim. That's the most important.
That's right.
Yeah, you walk with purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't walk like a victim. Don't walk like this, like looking up.
Oh, I take pictures.
Yeah.
Selfies.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was concerning. I did not tell my mother that.
Oh, well,
there
she
was a
knows now.
stabbing 2 blocks down the road.
Yeah.
well,
you
I
could,
guess she
well,
knows
now you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now she doesn't have to worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Next
She
time you
would've
go to
worried
New York,
for-
wear your vest.
Yeah.
You have your vest.
And the helmet. Yeah.
Yeah, I think TSA would be like, what is this guy bringing a vest for? Why
Shooting
does this guy have a bulletproof
I'm going to
vest?
New York. Oh.
Oh, yeah. I'm staying in Chinatown.
Here's an extra vest and a pistol.
Right, yeah. Oh, you could have just taken us up on the complimentary vest that we offer. Yeah, they hand it out to you at the airport in New York when you get there. But no, it was really cool. It was really cool to just see all the buildings and the architecture, even though a lot of them were spray painted and you couldn't tell how some people got up that high to spray paint a building. But really cool experience.
They're very
man.
creative.
Mhm.
Yeah, they are. Oh, so let me tell you about, so my first meeting of the day on Monday
Okay.
was with, I can't really describe who it was with.
Yeah.
Can't really do that yet. But it
A
was with some very important people.
a potential asset to Florida Man Games.
A potential asset to Florida Man Games. Yes.
Okay.
It was a very important meeting. It was my most important meeting of the trip. And so you guys, Davey in particular, gave me some advice. Wear black.
Mhm.
Wear black to the meetings.
Mhm.
So I went out and got a nice black button up.
Perfect.
Looked very professional.
great.
Yeah, looked great. Got ready, went down there, decided not to tuck my shirt in.
Fine.
Yeah, wasn't going to tuck the shirt. That's
Absolutely.
fine.
Athleisure.
Tag was
Very
still
good.
on.
Very in.
Tag was
Tag-
not
oh
still
my
on.
God.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, you didn't have like medium sticker on the side by the boob or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. M. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you why not tucking it in plays into this story here shortly. But so I started walking. It was less than a mile down the road. So I started walking, and first I started walking about 5 minutes in the wrong direction,
That's normal.
which
Yeah.
which was unfortunate. Really could have used that 5 minutes. But when I figured out which direction I was supposed to be walking in, started walking that way, and about halfway through my walk, started raining.
Oh yeah.
Started raining. Not too bad. It was light.
Spitting.
Yeah, it was just kind of spitting out there. So I was like, okay, I can handle this. This is not that bad. I'm not going to be soaked when I walk into there. It's fine.
Hair will look fine.
Hair looked perfect.
Sure, it wasn't condensation from air conditioner units.
It could have been.
Yeah.
It could have. There were a lot of places to kind of, if I stood near the walls and there were awnings and stuff like that. So it was okay.
Okay.
Hot dog cart blew up.
Yeah. Right. Smells like a hot dog.
So I get to my meeting, go up and meet with everybody. Nobody's wearing black.
That's fine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But I did have to get a paper towel to wipe myself down a little bit.
Okay. Sponge it up
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
But it was a great office, just a big office on the top floor of an office building on Broadway.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was very, very nice. They were doing a lot of really cool stuff in there that I'll tell you about sometime soon. But I get into the meeting, and about halfway through the meeting, we're talking about very important stuff, and we're laughing. It was a great meeting. It was a really, really great talk, and they're very excited about working together. But about halfway through the meeting, I realized I had not fastened my belt. My belt was just sitting there open.
That's hard.
So
to be
cool, though.
That's hard to be cool.
Oh, there. I mean, when I noticed it, I waited for an opportunity when they were all looking down at their laptops, and I just really quickly tried to, like, they didn't see it out of the corner of their eye, me putting on my stupid belt.
Oh, that's hard to be cool with that. I'd rather have my fly open.
Yeah,
Like
right.
fly's like a mistake. Like you're like, oh, okay, it just
Right,
kinda,
yeah.
He
Whole belt was
He
undone.
forgot to lock
Yeah,
it.
no, whole belt was
Whole
undone.
belt undone.
And I didn't notice it because I hadn't tucked in my shirt
Yeah.
before I left. So
Oh,
the whole time,
gosh.
half the meeting, I'm just sitting in there like I'm propositioning everybody in the room. Like, hey guys, you know, I'm willing to get this deal done.
If you'd have done the Bundy and like tucked it in, like
Yeah, right, yeah.
It's
So that
very
was,
Helmut Lang of you, actually. There's a designer that doesn't buckle belts. In the fall 2012 collection of Helmut Lang, he didn't buckle belts. So you could have gone that route and be like, yo, this is Helmut Lang, bro.
yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he wasn't selling that.
Hervé Leger, yeah. Oh, did you
No.
eat anything in the meeting?
I did not eat anything in the meeting. Yeah.
You were sealed a deal. You did great.
All right. I did have a glass of water.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Don't eat in front of them.
Yeah. Another piece of advice you told me: don't eat in front of people. Yeah.
Wear black. No one's wearing black. Everyone's eating like.
Yeah, you
People
don't.
were-
That's what they're
they
looking
were
for.
wearing green and yellow, and they had
Perfect.
jeans on and sneakers.
Good.
And,
Were their belts fastened?
their belts were all fastened.
We had nothing in common.
Yeah.
Nothing. I couldn't relate to these guys at all, fashion wise.
What kind of people are you? You buckle your belt?
You guys buckle your belts and wear colors?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about New York? I know about New York. I know the etiquette here.
I asked Davey.
Oh, I'm on those bathroom stalls up there. I know. They know.
Oh, yeah, the belt thing was
That's
very embarrassing.
hysterical.
Very embarrassing.
I think you got away with it.
I did. I think I did. Yeah. No, it was a great meeting. A
wasn't
lot of excitement across the board in that.
You didn't
meeting.
hear like cling clang, nothing.
I did once. I legitimately did once. And I don't know. I reached down for the. I don't know why I thought it was good, but it was not. It was not.
It could have been worse. You could have split your pants at the crack of your ass. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
could have been way worse.
Yeah. And then I met with.
Did anybody say anything about it?
No, they didn't.
No.
No.
Just let it go.
They wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's New York. You really don't. You never
It
know.
was so embarrassing. It was so bad.
I tell you what, my New York friends would have. I don't know who you hung out with, Davey, but my New York friends would have completely said something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost wish they would have. Let's hope they didn't notice, but they definitely did.
Oop, XYZ.
That was so embarrassing. I've never done that before. Never done that before. This was, of course, the first time. I was excited. I was rushing out the door so I could make it in time walking down there, and
That's fine.
yeah, that was stupid. So went down there later that night to a restaurant called Rosa Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. Very good place. Very big, fancy restaurant in the fancy part of town. I realized the stark contrast between the part of town I was staying in and the
Yeah.
part of town that these attorneys worked in.
Oh, Tribeca.
I don't know exactly where it was.
Sounds like Tribeca.
Well, yeah. Could have been.
Broadway.
It was near a big park that started with a W, where the Arc de Triomphe is.
Washington
That
Square Park?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, then, the Union Square, that area. Yeah, that's
Okay.
nice. That's
Yeah.
a good area.
Yeah.
Big Whole Foods on one of the corners.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw that Whole Foods. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a New York local now.
See?
I know what you're talking about,
I
dude.
love that.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, NYU's down there. It's a good vibe.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, you're in
yeah,
the best part of the city. That is the best.
It was a lot of fun. It really was. And the food was, I think I
good.
said this already, but the food was amazing.
Yeah.
The food was just amazing. Everything I had down there to eat was just unbelievable.
Good.
Yeah. So that was great. And then that was pretty much it. Oh, I went and saw the one of my favorite podcasts that I love to watch every week, The Legion of Skanks. Which just doesn't, it's not what it sounds like. Said that a lot in New York. It's not what it sounds like. No, that was really cool to see that live. Get that experience. Talk to a couple of guys from the show. Louis J. Gomez, one of my favorite comedians.
What's it like to have a live audience during a podcast? What was that? Was that weird?
It was really cool.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah. So now we're going to start doing live podcasts.
I'm saying, like, maybe we do something.
We can get like 3 people in there.
I think we can. You know, it was a pretty small area. It was really cool to see because these guys are very well known. I mean, they're all friends with like Joe Rogan and they do his show and all that stuff. But the room probably couldn't hold more than 40 people at the very, very most. And it was just in a little basement under a bar.
That's how
great.
Watch What Happens Live is with Andy Cohen. There's literally like only 20 people in the audience, but they still pack it every night. Yeah.
They had a great comedian on as a guest, Ari Shafir. They had a UFC fighter on as a guest, who I don't remember his name, old school guy. But it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
It was a lot of fun. It was really cool. I mean, I really tried to pack the most I possibly could into the New York experience. Yeah, but glad to be back. Glad to be back.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger studio if we do that.
What for the podcast?
They put people in here.
Yeah, I mean, we could do it on location at a place.
Yeah.
You know, like in the back of Amici's or something.
Or like the one that we were talking about, that you were talking about to the county, but we didn't really get it. But that's you know what I mean?
Yeah, that one.
That one.
Yeah,
that one.
I'm telling you, it was a great space. Just saying, it was a great
That's
idea.
a big
Okay.
space. Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. Yeah, I would love to do something like that in front of a small audience.
Let's
I think
do
it'd
it.
be fun. Because you get to interact with people, you get to interact with everybody that's there, you get to hear the laughter, you get to know when you're funny or not. Like, we don't know. We tell jokes on the show. We have no idea how people are reacting.
Oh, I know. I'm funny. I got it.
You have to pay extra to hug Pete.
No, there's no extra. Oh.
Yeah. No, I'll charge for hugs.
Hugs.
A hug and greet.
Yeah, that's right.
$25 extra, lady, and you can jump.
Yeah. But good times, great developments.
I'm glad you had a good time. I was a little worried because you never know how it's going to go in New York. So I'm glad you had a great time.
And as long as the weather works with you in New York, you're going to have a good time in New York.
Yeah.
Weather is pretty much everything. Because if it's raining, because you have to walk everywhere, and if it's raining, it can get really miserable really fast, and people get very irritated.
It was good
soggy
weather.
drawers. Nobody likes soggy drawers.
Soggy New York City is angry New York City.
Soggy socks. That's what's a trigger for me.
Angry and like, you're stepping through like sewage and
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, the best way I can describe New York City is every block smells different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
There's
true.
a different aroma every
Urine,
block you get there.
lavender,
A lot of it is
eucalyptus, urine.
A lot of it is urine.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're in town.
That seems to be the universal
That's
smell.
the base. That's
the base smell. Yeah, then you get near some restaurants and it's just a hint of urine with
Yeah.
with garlic.
yeah, with lots of garlic in there. Yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah. But it was a very interesting experience, very cool experience. Glad that I got to go up there and it'd be fun to go back and do some of the actual tourist stuff too. I got some of that stuff in the cats and the firehouse and all that stuff.
Yeah, but you got to do some extraordinary stuff too, like that Comedy Club Underground. That was dope. That's cool.
Yeah,
a
that was
lot
really
of people
cool.
get to do that kind of stuff. That's
And it's
cool.
funny because it was, there's a lot of people who have done some very impressive stuff. Like on the panel of this comedy show, first of all, they didn't even think the comedy show we didn't even think it was going to start. Nobody showed up for this thing initially. And people are just waiting around for a half an hour like, well, half the comedians aren't here. We don't have an audience. I don't know if we're going to do this thing.
Did you volunteer? Like, I got you.
Of course not.
Oh, you'd been.
I could have, though.
Yeah, you could
Could have done better than some of those guys.
Yeah, I mean, some of those stand-up comedians, it's just like, okay,
Yeah,
your parents should have told you.
daddy's
But
money.
there were, on the panel, there were guys who had been on Comedy Central shows. There was a guy who did The Daily Show for a while on the comedy panel.
Cool.
Yeah, but it was just a bunch of comedians you'd never heard of, but it was hilarious. It was hilarious. It was great, man.
No, and that's how a lot of these guys, a lot of
Writers.
these guys hit that big thing and find their groove. It's in these locations.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, great time overall, man.
I'm glad. Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's get into the local news, shall we?
Alrighty.
A very unfortunate update to a story that I saw the other day. A 7-year-old child who went missing in St. Johns County. 7-year-old girl with autism went missing Tuesday afternoon. Was tragically, unfortunately pronounced dead at the hospital after being found. The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office has ruled out foul play, calling it a tragic accident. The girl was nonverbal. She was found in the water by 2 first responders right near where they had set up their command center to deploy the search. Chris Naff, Public Information Officer for the St. Johns County Fire Rescue, said that they deployed units out to search and locate the missing person. She was actually located in the area behind us and transported to a hospital in critical condition. The medical examiner's office and multiple sheriff's office vehicles remained on the scene for several hours, but she was unfortunately pronounced dead at the hospital. And that's, boy, that's just every parent's worst nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just,
I've lived it. I mean, and this is so close to home for me.
That's right.
And I'm just with the family. I had an incident very close to this, with Ty, who's also autistic, and he was 3 years old, and I found him standing at the edge of a retention pond. If he'd have taken 2 more steps, it would have been this story. It would have been this story, and I just can't even imagine what the family's going through, and who's ever friends with them, please lift them.
yeah,
So,
absolutely,
I
man.
mean, it's just awful. So I saw the first post and was hopeful. Okay, someone's going to find her, and I didn't have this envision.
Yeah,
When I heard she was found.
yeah.
So
Yeah, man, that was a tough one to wake up to that update this morning.
Are there any rules around retention ponds? Like, do we have to put fences around them, or chain link fences?
I don't
or something?
think so.
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
And what do retention ponds do?
They basically keep everything moving and dry.
Mhm.
In my case, it was their neighborhood retention pond.
Yeah.
It was hot, so I was doing some stuff, and I had the garage door open, probably about 1.5 feet, and Ty and the dog got out underneath that, and when I knew he'd go to the swing where the park was at, and when I cleared where I could see the swings, all I could see was his little red boots, and I was like, oh my gosh, and then I sprinted,
mode,
I sprinted for the retention pond, and him and Meatball, his dog, was standing side by side in about knee deep of water.
Oh,
But the retention pond fell off about 2 feet further, and
Oh,
he
wow.
he didn't know how to swim. He learned how to swim the next week, but
Yeah.
Right.
he didn't know how to swim then. I mean, it would have been this story, and it's awful.
that's
So
terrifying.
I'm with so much love for the family, and we also had another family that worked with us on Project Autism that had a drowning situation. It's just when you have special needs kids, there's this is a risk, and it hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, any child. I mean,
Any child.
It's not just special
Yeah.
needs. I mean, it hit closer to home for me because it was a special needs child, but any child. This could be any child.
Yeah.
That was 7. So.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Our hearts definitely go out to a family that we know is hurting today.
Yeah.
And I think, like you said, Troy, if you know these folks and there's anything you can do to help lift them up, boy, they need it today.
Yep.
A Ponte Vedra man posing as a tutor attempted to entice a child. This is what the Department of Justice says. 39-year-old Ponte Vedra man has been arrested after posing as a tutor in an attempt to entice a child into sexual activity. According to the Department of Justice, Kevin Wilson responded to a Facebook post from someone seeking a tutor for an 11-year-old child. Posing as a woman, Wilson directed the poster to contact her husband by text. Wilson and the poster engaged in a conversation where he sent a photo of himself and asked for one of the child. The conversation ended, and the poster reported the interaction to the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. 4 days later, an undercover detective posing as the guardian of a 12-year-old girl, not a real 12-year-old girl, but obviously an undercover agent posing as if this was the scenario, contacted Wilson for tutoring services. During their conversation, Wilson began discussing sexual topics involving the child, the undercover child, and arranged a meeting to perform acts. Wilson was arrested upon arrival. If convicted, Wilson will face a minimum of 10 years in federal prison. I believe this has to do with the new law that Governor DeSantis passed earlier in the year as it relates to pedophiles, where if you are caught in this situation and you're found guilty, I believe in all cases it's a minimum of 10 years at this point. So that is good. That is good that an actual child did not get involved in this. You know, it always freaks me out when I see people going on Facebook and asking Facebook for a babysitter. You know, it's just not the way to do it.
Bad strategy.
It is not the way to do it. You need to deal with people who are
legit that you
legit
know.
people.
Right.
Yeah. Either that you know or that, are certified to be babysitters, because there are the certifications for these things that people can get, and a daycare, something like that. But don't bring randos over to watch the kids. It's just a terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
Yeah. So glad this individual was caught. We hope they get found guilty and face that 10 years. I do, at least. I don't know.
As a minimum.
Yeah, minimum 10 years.
How dare. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And to think there's probably even more like victims out there
There
too.
could be.
Oh, yeah.
There definitely could be if this individual was that brazen with his discussion.
I hope they step forward, because guess what? That's another 10 years every time somebody steps forward. This is horrible.
Yeah, it really is, man. But glad that one more is off the streets, and hopefully stiff penalties like this, as these people keep getting 10 years at a time, hopefully it helps to curb. I think that's the idea. It helps to curb this kind of activity. All right, we would love to curb gas prices, but
Well, they've
That's
been
not
good
the
since you've
case.
been gone. Let's see if you upticked it here.
I got to tell you, gas prices in New York, cheaper than here.
Whoa.
I was surprised at that, actually. We've got the Shell at 146 King Street there at 325 this morning. The Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard at 326. The Sunoco at 450 South Ponce is at 326 as well. Same with the Owens at 780 South Ponce, 326. The Gate at 4075 US 1 North, 329. We've got the Sunoco at 2199 North Ponce there at 329 as well. The Shell at 2350 North Ponce, 334. The Gate on Mizell Road, 339. The Circle K at 4564 US 1 North is at 339 as well, and same with the Mobile and Circle K at 800 South Ponce, 339.
You see what you did? You know, we were at $2.99 yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, real cool.
Welcome back.
Real cool.
Great job.
Wawa's at $3.39 and Costco's at $3.15.
Welcome back. I had to pay more because Pete had to come home. Hope you all
Sorry.
filled up yesterday. Jeez.
Thanks a lot, Milfy.
Yeah. It's all on me. It's all on me. Gas prices in St. Augustine, Florida, completely dependent on me. I'm sorry.
It's a comedy tax.
Everything in St. Augustine, Florida is dependent on you, Pete.
Yeah, now it is.
So,
That's true.
Mr. 904.
I like it. That's a ring to it.
All right. That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Thank you, Rick.
You are the pit bull.
As ambassador of the 904, I can't confirm that.
You are the pit bull of the 904.
If Troy goes to jail for lying, we can bail him out. From Chris Lucero will help us do that. If you or someone you know or love is in trouble with the law and need immediate bail assistance, it's Chris Lucero Bail Bonds all the way. He will get you out of jail as fast as humanly possible. 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. We got some live music happening today and tonight. We will start with Jim Lamb at the Milltop Tavern. That is happening at noon. We have got Smokin' Joe Shower at Trade Winds at 1 o'clock. We've got Adam Latif, Pierre's Pub at 1. Vinny Jacobs at the Guy Harvey Resort at 4. Reggie Starrett at the Milltop at 4:30. Mark Hart at Trade Winds at 5. And Rambler Kane.
Ooh.
Old Coast Ale, 6 o'clock. I do like that name, Rambler Kane. I also like our friends at Griffin Services. Griffin Service understands that choosing the right company when you need AC, plumbing, or electrical services is a big decision. They can help hundreds of local families just like you, and they do it every day, fixing problems so that you can get back to what really matters, living comfortably. You see them everywhere, dozens of times a week, and when you do, it always means legendary service is on the way. If you have an AC, plumbing, or electrical problem, Griffin makes it easy. Give them a call, 904-500-2653, or visit griffinservice.com and see the Grifference. Okay. We've got a very weird Wednesday story.
Weird Wednesday.
We like it.
Whoa.
Claiming an interaction with JetBlue
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
caused cancer.
Mm.
This is going to be a tough one to prove, I think.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think that's going to be a challenge.
sitting over here skeptical.
And wait till you guys hear what this interaction was. There's so much to just the headline of this story.
Really?
It's pretty unbelievable. And we'll get to that after we tell you about our unbelievable friends at Fidus Roofing. You guys know I love a good discount, but what I like even more is finding a great value. Fidus Roofing gives you the most bang for your buck, and all their employees live right here in St. Johns County. They're also master elite contractors, which means they do amazing work, and they can give you warranties that outlast everything else in the business here in St. Johns County. It's very impressive. Give them a call, 904-355-ROOF.
They do pavers.
And gutters.
Yeah. Here we go. Weird Wednesday. JetBlue passenger claims their cancer returned after a spat with a flight attendant over an emotional support bulldog.
What did it do? Flare it up? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with
bull.
the bull. Yeah.
Bull roar.
Bull's the only part I'm believing on this one.
Here's all you need to know. The first few lines here. A California woman.
Done. Over.
yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Shut up, lady.
Forget it.
Claims her stage 4 cancer returned following a distressing incident with a JetBlue flight attendant over her emotional support bulldog. Oksana Krikich, something like that.
Bio.
She's
Yeah.
51 years old. She filed a federal lawsuit. This is not going to go anywhere. Alleging cruel humiliation by a JetBlue crew member who refused to allow her 23-pound French bulldog Pierre to sit with her in first class.
Peter or Pierre?
Pierre.
Oh.
Pierre, maybe?
Pierre.
Maybe Pierre. Yeah,
Oh.
it's probably Pierre.
But I won't
Yeah,
have
means it's
Pierre's
French.
next to me on the
French, yeah,
plane.
French.
Yes.
He named her French bulldog, a French name.
But we have lots of ties to France. That's why we love the name Pierre.
It's very Russian.
I know. Well, that's Oksana. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, Oksana. Okay, there you go. Russian
Drive through
name,
twice.
sure. The lawsuit states that, well, let me read this. This led to the plane returning to the terminal.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow, was that bad?
Oksana was removed from the flight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's bad when they return to the terminal.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
The lawsuit states that the couple's rights to be accommodated by their service animal were violated. The incident caused significant stress, she says. She said her cancer had been in remission, but worsened after the event.
How do you prove that?
You don't.
Yeah.
No, she's just a pain in the ass, and I'm sorry she's sick, but yeah,
Yeah.
she was a pain in the ass before she got sick.
Right.
Yeah.
She's
Maybe
looking.
her sickness is karma. The couple is suing JetBlue for, was
Why?
that 2 over the line? 2 over the line?
No, I mean, no.
Okay, good.
If you have to go back to the terminal, you made too big of a deal of this.
Right.
Yes.
And if you made a big deal about this, what else have you done in life, too?
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. She's used to being a pain
She's
in
a
the ass.
habitual
Yeah.
pain in the butt.
The couple is suing JetBlue for negligence and ADA violation, seeking reimbursement for medical expenses, attorney's fees, and damages. They say JetBlue has 21 days to respond to the allegations.
Go back to where you once came, Oksana.
Yeah.
California, remember that. Yeah.
It's its own country.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need you Californians.
What the hell's up with the French bulldogs too? They're everywhere. They're like the most popular breed now.
Are they?
Yeah, I don't.
They
get it.
are.
I see a lot of
People love them.
pugs.
I don't see them. Okay,
French bulldogs are, they're a very popular
they're
breed.
very popular right now. They passed like the Labrador.
Yeah,
Really?
they did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dumb. Labs are way better.
Mm-hmm.
Way better than French bulldogs. So,
Well,
yeah. What a psycho.
But maybe she can make a turnaround. So let's just say,
I hope not.
look,
Hope she goes to jail for all of this frivolous behavior.
can't believe how everyone is treating me.
Yeah. And Pierre's left at home.
Pierre.
My Pierre.
See, and that's the other thing. There's so many people that have like fake support animals too.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
So many people have fakes. I wonder if this one was even real.
Probably was not. French bulldogs typically not support animals, but I guess any animal can be a support animal these days.
I don't know. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I think
and-
airlines are getting sick of it.
And,
I really do.
and
I think they're getting
Brittany,
tired
a
of it.
Boston Terrier is different than a Frenchie.
Yeah.
You-
close.
a Boston Terrier. I'm accepting the Terrier. So the Frenchie snores while it's alive or while it's awake. While
Right.
it's awake.
Yeah. They have really bad nasal passages.
So, yeah. Sorry.
Well, there it is.
Yeah. Hey, did you guys know Jacksonville was at the top of the list for cities to start a business?
Wow.
Yeah. A list made by Donna Deegan.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Jacksonville has been recognized as one of the top cities, they say, in the U.S. to start a new business. If you can survive walking down the street. Recently listed as one of 3 Florida cities in USA Today Blueprint's top 10 rankings.
Okay.
The USA Today.
You pay for that.
Polls. Yeah, you pay for the USA Today polls. Jacksonville secured the number 7 spot in Florida, on the entire list.
Okay.
The ranking analyzed data from 46 populous U.S. cities, evaluating factors like business launches, closure rates, self-employed income households, and GDP growth. So I guess they're counting drug dealers in this,
Must be. Cash
entrepreneurs
deals.
starting
That's-
businesses. Yeah,
Smart. Yeah.
What's up?
not smart. Bad business model. Jacksonville excelled with a top ranking for net job creation,
Oh.
being the only city in the top 10 aside from Miami to finish first in any specific ranking.
Another cesspool.
God. The figure was derived from Census Business Dynamics Survey of 2021. Oh, they're a little bit behind. Things
Oh,
have
you're
changed.
way behind, bro.
Things have changed.
Yeah. Talk about a new stadium.
Florida and Texas have 3 cities in the top 10, with Austin, Texas at number 1 and Miami at number 2. Tampa also made the list at number 10.
3 cities in Florida I would never live in.
Trampa,
Yeah.
Miami,
Miami
and
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. It looks like
Orlando shut out.
And
wow.
all of them have their sections where you're like, oh, that's a pretty nice section. But yeah, overall, yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
yeah,
You got to pay to play.
Mm-hmm.
we do not agree.
Yeah.
USA Today.
Yeah. St. Augustine's pretty good. St.
Amazing.
John's County's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know how we didn't rank on this list.
That's okay. We don't need to
We
be
didn't-
on that
we didn't
list,
pay.
please.
No, we don't. Well, that's
Yeah.
right. We didn't pay.
We don't need to be on a list.
Yeah.
We're fine. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Are you prepared for hurricane season? They're
Sure.
helping us get prepared.
I have
ahead of
tape and
hurricane
water.
season.
I'm good.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
2024 Atlantic hurricane season is here, returning from June 1st to November 30th. St. Johns County Emergency Management is urging residents to prepare for potential storms. The 2024 Hurricane Preparedness Guide is available online now at sjcemergencymanagement.com with free printed copies at local libraries. There you
Okay.
go. Residents are encouraged to take advantage of Florida's disaster preparedness sales tax holiday from August 24th to September 6th. It's a little late. 6 locations. Sandbags. We're at sandbags now. Okay, we talked about sandbags last
Oh,
week.
Troy's a collector of sandbags. Yeah.
Yes.
I actually need to restock my sandbags because they do wear down.
You need to build
Yeah,
maybe a
they
fort
kinda
out of
rot over time.
sandbags.
That plastic.
The plastic wears down, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to restock for this season.
Returning to the tax holiday part of this conversation, during the period, essential supplies like batteries and generators are tax-free. You can visit floridarevenue.com/disaster prep to get more information there. We did talk about distribution of over 12,000 pre-made sandbags happening today from 9 a.m. to 1 at 6 locations: Mills Field, Palm Valley Bridge, North Beach Park, Solomon Calhoun Center, the St. Johns County Equestrian Center, and Windswept Acres Park. St. Johns County Emergency Management Director Kelly Wilson emphasized the importance of knowing your evacuation zone. We do have a storm that's out there.
Mhm.
It's coming our way. The spaghetti models have it pretty much headed our way.
I've been watching Mike's weather page. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike's weather page. That's what I've been watching.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
my dude.
Yeah, he is. He's the way to go.
I love the fact that he was talking smack, and then like evidently his studio got on to him. Remember, he was talking to us on the chat, and then all of a sudden he disappeared for us.
Oh no, that's not this Mike. No,
I thought you were talking about Mike
That's
Burrish.
Mike Burrish.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
we're talking about Mike Boylan.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Mike Burr, Action
Mike
News
Boylan.
Jack. Yeah,
Mike's
yeah.
weather page is the name of the page. He's the best.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just no commercial BS.
Total, like, amazing
Talks to
guy.
you like a real people. Like talks
Right.
to you how real people can understand it.
with his famous bucket hats.
Yeah, and the drunk donkey stuff. It's great.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he really is. Residents are encouraged to sign up for the Alert St. John's emergency notification system for timely updates. Usually I get an alert 5 minutes after it starts raining that there's going to be a severe thunderstorm coming my way.
Well, you don't let me tell you what time.
That's true.
It can also help you stay updated on things like road closures, water advisories, and more. I've never seen that. From sign up at sjcemergencymanagement.com for additional updates. Text St. John's EOC to 888-777. And standard messages and data rates may apply. They want to be sure and tell you that. St. John's County Animal Control reminds pet owners to include pets in storm plans. All too often, we hear the stories about people who leave their dogs outside during hurricanes. What kind of
Chained
a
up.
psychopath are you?
Ridiculous.
Microchipping services are available for $10 at the St. Johns County Pet Center, and you can call 904-209-6190 for appointments for that. And you can follow St. Johns County Emergency Management on Facebook and X for the latest updates. That is very helpful, actually. To ensure you don't miss posts, you can mark those as a favorite on Facebook. Still, that does not ensure you don't miss the posts,
Mhm.
but it's a nice try.
Yeah.
Nice try. All right, Troy, how do you want to check out the comments today, man?
I'm going to work my way willfully through the wistful witticisms of our waking watchers.
Very good.
Wow.
As you do that, I'll remind people that Bates, Hewitt & Floyd is not your average local insurance company. They provide peace of mind and insurance to protect your biggest investments. Their approach to insurance and risk longevity in our community and the way they treat their clients sets them apart from the rest. They offer homeowners, auto, commercial, and benefits, and they've been doing that for over 50 years. Christy Lawrenson is St. Augustine's premier agent, and she offers complimentary policy reviews and has a deep understanding of insurance and what is needed in St. Augustine to be properly insured. Attention to detail and organizational skills set her apart from the rest. She will find cost savings that others cannot. Great to work with. Give BHF a call at 904-794-5455. Also, our friends at B&S Signs, locally owned and operated full-service sign business, now in their third generation of family ownership. They've been doing it since 1967, providing businesses and organizations in St. John's and surrounding counties with quality signage. From your business card to your storefront signage and beyond, B&S Signs is equipped to serve you. They're a full-service shop offering design, permitting, fabrication, and installation, as well as maintenance and crane services as well. They have a growing team, and if you want to be part of that team, see if they've got a spot available for you still. You can reach them at Lee, L-E-E, at bnssigns.com to inquire about a position out there. Or you can stop by in person for anything you need, just off State Road 16 and Collins Avenue. South Collins Avenue, to be exact. All right, Troy, what you got, man?
All right. So as far as the question of the day, it looks like Dove Body Wash won. I mean,
Okay.
It seems like that one seems to be the one that people went to. And our tribe is ready to go as far as an audience goes. They said your vest looks like you're wearing overalls. And
It's Florida overalls vest.
doesn't make you a bad person.
Yeah.
Also, Jimmy Jam, check out the Facebook page. That's coming up.
You can win a hat.
You can win a trucker hat.
Yeah.
And Christy, I'm sorry I was picking on Frenchies. I understand you have a Frenchie. And
Oh,
I'm sure
Wheezy.
yours is the best.
Yeah,
that's
Wheezy is
right.
amazing. She's
Not
an
like-
exception.
She's not like other Frenchies.
She's the OG, actually. Yeah, she started the
Yeah,
trend.
that's the whole reason they're so cool is because you have one.
Yeah, Wheezy.
Story of stat.
All right, Stoneham stat on this day in 1715, 10 Spanish treasure ships and 1 French treasure ship got hit by a hurricane as they were trying to make their way back from Havana to Spain. All right,
Is the Atosha?
and they shipwrecked along the coast of Florida. So they've been finding these shipwrecks and these lovely treasures since that time. They did a big 250 years later is when they found one of the most important ships there. But anywhere between Cape Canaveral and Fort Pierce, if you're a treasure hunter, you could find yourself some gold and silver, and it was in the hundreds of millions of today's dollars.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have made a lot of jewelry in this town with like shipwreck coins
Really?
and they're measured by like either, how thick they are. They're different reels. And so it's a whole subculture, but the Etosha coins are what they're called. They're super special.
All right. Cool,
Yeah.
man. Good Stordom stat. Comes to us from a very great pizza place.
That's special.
Yeah.
Down
man.
there.
Solid gold.
I did not have a slice of pizza in New York that was better than St. Augie's pizza.
I gotta tell you.
I will tell you that.
I'll high five you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Augie comes from that area.
It's
so he
super
gets
special.
It.
Yeah.
It really is, man. There's nothing like it. Absolutely love it. You got to get down there today, right in between Riberia and ML King. Plugs, Troy.
All right, plugs. I got to give a shout out to Cathedral Early Learning Center.
Okay.
They have a VPK program. They do have some openings still. They'll help you through the process. I know a lot of people, VPKs are filled up, but if you're interested, and it is state funded, so it is free. I know it sounds like a private school, but it's free, and the number is 904-829-2933.
All right.
Nice. Hey, we have some of the cast from Real Housewives of St. Augustine coming on today at 3, so check it out. Who are they? Wow. What's this story all about? See you at 3.
I don't know either.
All right.
I can't wait for that. All right, man. You guys have a great rest of your day. We will talk to you at 3.
Bye-bye.